London, what's the mood been like in practice the past couple of days since you guys dropped to Arkansas?
The mood just been just go 1-0 this game. We gotta bounce back and just it's just been a lot of tempo. We gotta be faster on defense, and we just gotta bounce back because we know who we are. We're a great team. So
We'll go to Ben.
London, as a guy who's a walk-on and, now being in a starting role and a featured role, at least in this defense, what's that kind of been like, and what's your process been like, kind of adjusting to that, and how's it, kind of been for you?
it's been great. Just going from a guy who hasn't played any games to playing every snap now. So it's been great. A lot of ups and downs, a lot of hard work, and just as a walk-on guy. As for me, I know kind of player I am, and gotta have that confidence in yourself, and I just want to thank the coaches for giving me opportunity, Coach Leach, Coach Washington, Coach Arnett, Coach Hughes. And it's been great. This is what I worked for. So a lot of hard work, a lot of grinding, but a lot of confidence in myself.
How did you kind of find out that you were going to be a starter this year? Did Coach Washington tell you, or how'd you kind of find out?
Yeah, Coach Washington told me. I just saw my name on first team, and that was a great feeling. And throughout training camp, and yeah, so that's pretty much how it went down. Yes, sir.
Joel?
You kind of just talked about this a little bit, but at what point during training camp, London, did you kind of feel like this is kind of your job to lose? At what point did you kind of feel like you were at the top of the depth chart and know you were going to have a chance to get the amount of reps and be the starter?
Probably the third practice, when we had the first day of pads. That's when I kind of knew I was a starter, and especially after that first scrimmage or the first scrimmage I had, yeah, that was when I found out. I kind of knew.
John?
What about Kentucky on the tape that you watch really stands out about them offensively?
They run the ball really well, and they're very physical up front. So it's gonna be a physical game on Saturday.
We'll go back to Paul.
London, when you look back at the film of the Arkansas game and a couple of blown covers, is that more about inexperience or just guys being young in the secondary? What do you see there?
It was just bad communication. When you have bad communication, stuff like that doesn't happen. So we got that squared away. So it shouldn't happen again.
Ben?
London, I was talking to Coach Wright down at IMG the other day, and he was talking about your time there. I guess
Oh, yeah.
Going from Mexico to Florida, how'd you kind of get there, and what was kind of the path that you took to get there?
The path I took to get IMG.
Yeah.
They just called me because I didn't know it was a school. I thought it was always a football camp or whatever. So they found me at they said they saw me at some Nike camp, and they called me. It was we would like for you to come to our school. So I took a visit up there, and I liked it. I thought it was a great opportunity, especially coming from New Mexico. A lot of guys don't get the exposure they need up there, so that's what I did.
How was that transitioning from New Mexico to South Florida?
Oh yeah, it was a big transition. You go from desert to beach, but I had a great time there, and I was home alone, so I didn't have my parents or anything like that. So it's kind of like college before you go to college. So
Go back to Paul.
London, you kind of touched off a while ago. How much do you think the safeties will have to help in run support this week?
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to help a lot because they run the ball really well. The quarterback runs the ball really well. They got 3 good backs, so we're gonna have to come downhill, and be sure tacklers this week.
We have time for just a couple more. Anything else, guys? Tyler?
Yeah, London, on the flip side of that, what have you seen from Wilson as a passer? I know he's coming off that injury, and he might be a little rusty early on in the season. Is he a guy that gives you some threat back in the secondary, or are you more concerned about the running game?
He can definitely pass the ball, because they'll run the ball and they'll lure you to sleep, and then they'll just go deep on you. So you got to be aware of everything that's going on in the field at all times, because he can definitely pass the ball.
All right, thanks, London.
All right, thank you.